Welcome to Law Made Simple. Today's topic is one that affects every citizen: what to do if police stop you. Whether it's a traffic check, a street inquiry, or a random ID request, knowing your rights is essential. This video outlines 5 key legal rights every Indian must know. We'll walk through each right with examples, relevant laws, and practical advice. Our goal is to help you stay calm, assertive, and legally protected. These rights are not just theoretical, they're enforceable under Indian law. We'll also cover what to do if police use force or intimidation. From the Constitution to the Criminal Procedure Code, your rights are backed by law. You'll learn how to respond respectfully but firmly. We'll show you how to document interactions and when to seek legal help. This isn't just about defense, it's about dignity. Whether you're a student, a commuter, or a professional, this guide is for you. We'll also highlight preventive tips to avoid escalation. Each slide is designed to be clear and actionable. You can share this with friends, family, and colleagues. Legal literacy is a form of self-defense. And it starts with knowing what's allowed and what's not. Stay tuned till the end for a checklist and bonus tip. If you've ever felt unsure during a police stop, this video is for you. Let's make the law simple, practical, and empowering. This is Law Made Simple. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's begin. Your first right is the right to ask for identification. If a police officer stops you, they must be in uniform and carry a visible badge. You can politely ask for their name, designation, and badge number. This is supported by Section 129 of the Motor Vehicles Act, 1988. It's also protected under Article 21 of the Constitution, your right to personal liberty. If the officer refuses to identify themselves, you are not obligated to comply. You can record the interaction if you're in a public space. Make sure your tone is calm and non-confrontational. Say something like, "Sir, may I know your name and badge number?" This sets a respectful tone while asserting your rights. If the officer is genuine, they will not hesitate to share their ID. If they resist, it's a red flag. You can use your phone to document the interaction. This creates a record in case of future dispute. Avoid aggressive gestures or loud arguments. Your goal is to stay safe and assertive. If others are around, ask them to witness the interaction. You can also mention that you're aware of your rights through Law Made Simple. This often shifts the tone and adds accountability. Remember, identification is the first step to transparency. It's your legal right, not a favor. Use it wisely. And always stay calm. Your second right is to know the reason for being stopped. This is not just courtesy, it's a legal requirement under Section 50 of the CRPC, 1973. If an officer stops you, they must clearly state the reason. You can ask, "Am I being detained or am I free to go?" If they say you're detained, ask for a written notice. If they're vague or evasive, you have the right to record the interaction. This protects you from arbitrary or unlawful stops. You are not required to answer questions without knowing the legal basis. If they attempt a search, ask if they have a warrant. If not, you can politely refuse. Say, "I do not consent to a search without a warrant." This shows you know your rights without escalating the situation. If detained, ask what section of law is being invoked. You can also say, "I'd like to speak to my lawyer before answering." This is a preventive step, not a challenge. It signals that you're informed and prepared. Avoid sarcasm or emotional reactions. Stay calm and document everything. If others are present, ask them to witness. Mention Law Made Simple if needed, it adds credibility. This right ensures transparency and accountability. Use it wisely and respectfully. It's your shield against misuse of authority. Your third right is protection against arbitrary search and seizure. This is guaranteed under Article 23 and Article 21 of the Constitution. It's also detailed in Section 100 of the CRPC, 1973. Police cannot search your vehicle, bag, or person without legal grounds. They must either have a warrant or valid suspicion. Even then, the search must follow procedure. 2 independent witnesses should be present. Any items seized must be listed and documented. You can ask for a copy of the seizure memo. You're also allowed to record the search if it's safe. Say, "I do not consent to this search unless legally required." This sets a boundary without confrontation. If they proceed unlawfully, you'll have evidence. Avoid resisting physically, document instead. If you're unsure, ask for legal clarification. You can call your lawyer or a trusted contact. Mention that you're aware of your rights through law made simple. This often deters misconduct. If the search is lawful, cooperate calmly. If it's unlawful, report it later with evidence. This right protects your privacy and property. Use it to stay safe and assertive. Knowledge is your best defense. Your fourth right is the right to remain silent and consult legal counsel. This is protected under Article 23 of the Constitution. You cannot be forced to incriminate yourself. If police ask questions, you can say, "I choose to remain silent." You can also request to speak to your lawyer. This is not defiance, it's legal protection. Say, "I'd like to call my advocate before answering." If they pressure you, repeat calmly, "I'm exercising my right to silence." Never argue or raise your voice. Stay composed and document the interaction. If you feel threatened, mention law made simple. This signals that you're informed and supported. Police are less likely to misuse power when they know you're aware. You are not required to answer questions without legal counsel. Even if detained, you can remain silent. This right is especially important during interrogation. Forced confessions are illegal and inadmissible. If you're unsure, say nothing until you get advice. This protects you from manipulation or misinterpretation. Use your phone to call a trusted contact. If denied access, document and report later. This right is your legal armor, use it wisely. Silence is not weakness, it's strategy. If police use force, you still have rights. Excessive or unlawful force is punishable under Section 197 and Section 330 of the IPC. You are protected from physical harm, especially to extract confessions. If force is used, try to record the incident if it's safe. Ask bystanders to witness or document. Seek medical help immediately and get a written report. Photograph injuries and save all records. File a complaint with the Police Complaints Authority. You can also approach the State Human Rights Commission. Mention the exact time, location, and officer involved. If you were recording earlier, preserve the footage. Do not retaliate physically, it may escalate the situation. Instead, focus on documentation and legal response. You can also file an FIR against the officer. Consult a lawyer for guidance on next steps. Mention law made simple in your complaint, it shows informed action. This right protects your dignity and safety. Force is never justified without legal basis. Even during arrest, minimum force must be used. If you're injured, demand medical attention before any questioning. This is your right under custodial protection laws. Stay calm, stay safe, and act legally. Your body and rights are protected by law. Let's recap the 5 legal rights every Indian must know when stopped by police. First, ask for identification, know who's questioning you. Second, demand a clear reason for being stopped. Third, refuse arbitrary searches unless legally justified. Fourth, remain silent and request legal counsel. Fifth, know how to respond if force is used. Each of these rights is backed by Indian law. They're not optional, they're enforceable protections. Use them calmly, respectfully, and strategically. Record interactions when safe and legal. Seek witnesses and preserve evidence. Never provoke, protect yourself through knowledge. If you feel unsafe, prioritize documentation over confrontation. Share this video with friends and family. Legal literacy saves lives and prevents abuse. For more guides, case studies, and preventive tips, subscribe to Law Made Simple. We simplify the law so you can use it. Like this video if you found it helpful. Share it to empower others. Subscribe for more legal explainers and updates. Your rights matter, use them wisely. This is Law Made Simple, your legal companion. Stay safe, stay informed, and stay empowered.